Kendrick Lamar's album has dropped, and all I have to say about it is oh man, goddamn. Today at HNHH, we are paying homage to the man himself by taking a look at his most extraordinary music videos. Unlike Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly produced a set of visuals that match the imagination, ambition, and purpose of Kendrick Lamar's music. It appeared impossible that Kendrick could conceivably one-up himself in the music video department again, until he released Humble 2 weeks ago. Before we fully dive into Damn, let's take a moment to appreciate the genius of the music videos Kendrick Lamar has released over the course of the past 2 years. King KUNTA was a song that bridged the gap between single Kendrick and album Kendrick. Its music video, which debuted in Times Square, takes Kendrick to the Compton swap meet, where he first laid eyes on Tupac as a young boy. Director X's filtered square frame invokes a sort of Instagram aesthetic, but there is none of the shadow pretension that Instagram culture tends to cultivate. King KUNTA is populist at heart and engaging and affirming portrait of life in Compton. Next on the list, let's take a look at 2015's Alright visuals. In order to mirror the empowering message of Alright, its black and white music video begins by establishing the urban black milieu, or what director Colin Tilley described as a Mad City concept. An expansive series of shots of kids, parks, graffiti, churches, and raucous partying that ends with a black man's death at the hands of police. What follows is the exact opposite. First, Black Hippie rides in a hoopty carried by white police officers. Then Kendrick literally takes flight to the astonishment of the people below. Like the King KUNTA video, the Alright video is a Dickensian in its broadcast of characters. It is a cinematic triumph that testifies the song's message. Through it knows that a black hero who ascends too high is bound to get shot down. As if it's not enough that For Free is a blend of spoken word and blazing post-bop that only Kendrick or Andre 3000 would dare attempt. Its music video is surreal, hilarious, and layered with meaning. Kendrick receives a tongue lashing from his ungrateful woman and responds by chasing her willy-nilly through their mansion. His sense of self-worth is the catalyst that drives the absurd material drama, as well as its racial, economic, and historical implications. Oh America, you bad bitch, he concludes, I picked cotton and made you rich. The next visuals for These Walls, alternatively titled Behind the Walls, a black comedy. The Colin Tilley directed 7-minute video is the story of how a man named Mookie, played by comedian Corey Holcomb, wound up in jail. One night, 2 bottle and 3 pussies deep, he arrived at a party populated by eager, scantily clad women, Kendrick Lamar and Terry Crews. Kendrick and Crews win the party's talent show with a flawlessly executed, synchronized hitting of the Quan. Mookie realizes Kendrick has been consorting with the mother of his children and then gets hauled off to jail for drunkenly rear-ending a cop car. The 2-part 7-minute God is Gangsta begins with You, the emotional low of To Pimp a Butterfly. Kendrick is holed up in a hotel room, but more so holed up in the darkest corner of his psyche, stewing in self-loathing. You fucking failure. Downing a bottle of liquor to help release his demons, Kendrick gives a distressingly vivid portrayal of a man's unraveling at the seams. The mirror would suggest self-reflection if what is happening in the mirror reflected on what was happening in the room. In the second half, Kendrick basks in the same crimson subterranean light as the mean streets and J-Rock's The Ways video. As he struggles to resist the seductive powers of Lucy, or Lucifer, the lush production of For Sale feels more like a Garden of Eden than its depths of hell. Finally, we have to close up this video with Humble. The brilliant Dave Meyers directed music video is at once a whirling dervish of random images, Kendrick the golfer, Kendrick the connoisseur of Grey Poupon, and a coherent piece of art with clear religious and racial themes. Kendrick drapes himself in papel robes and sits at the center of the Last Supper reenactment. He raps amidst a bobbing sea of bald black men and admires the natural beauty of black women. Humble is a remarkable testament to black solidarity as Kendrick asserts the godliness of his raps and by extension race. So what are your thoughts on Damn? Let us know in the comments below.